So today I want to speak about battling the mind and obstacles that develop from that particular challenge. I'll see you after the intro. So welcome back. My name's Em. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today I wanted to speak about battling the mind and the different variations of battling the mind and what it causes and brings about, and the challenges that it imposes in your life, for not just for you, but for your family and your loved ones that surround you. When we are too focused upon what the mind wants to be or wants to live as you, we find that we get stuck in really understanding what it is that we truly want to achieve. So overcoming the mind and listening to us, our unconscious mind, ourselves, we begin the battle of having control of the mind. The mind is developed in order to keep you on track and help you learn about possibilities that are about within creation, but we use it in order to manipulate and control our own lives and others around us. Imagination is a part of the mind, but yet is also a part of the unconscious, because that is the bridge, so to speak, between the unconscious and the conscious, the mind and the spirit. And when we spend so many times trying to make the mind understand what it is that we want, instead of us telling the mind what it is that you need and want, we get stuck in a chasm, like a ditch, and we go up and down, we to it and we throw in, and we come to a state of unsurety and indecisiveness, which causes more anguish and disappointment and frustration, anxiety, and that which could lead to depression. The mind's objective is to deliver the aspects, not what's necessarily right for you, because it likes an element of thrill, but it delivers what you want as opposed to what you need. And for example, if you want to buy a car and you see your friend just bought a brand new BMW, Range Rover or whatever, and it's a 40 grand car or a 50 grand car, and your salary cannot even match that, but your mind is justifying the need, supposed need, or the want, I should say, of that object, which you know in yourself, in the reality, that you just can't afford. So what it is, you find various ways to manifest, to try and achieve, to purchase that particular vehicle, knowing that it's not going to be specifically useful for you. Yeah, you get from A to B, and you get people looking at you and just spot you and point the fingers, and you're just like that kind of celebrity, if you want to call it that. But with that becomes other issues. Buying a vehicle is easy. Running it is another scenario. So when you purchase a vehicle, you don't think about the tax, the road tax, the insurance, the petrol, the upkeep. That's just 5 things that you've not even debated about or brought into factors about. But hey, that doesn't matter, right? As long as you got the car like your friends. What about food? What about your home? The mind's really told you can afford it. So you go and you try and purchase it. And then when you don't achieve it, you get upset. And then your self-worth is then thrown out the window. Remember, the mind only plays upon your desires and your wants and not your needs. And the same again, when you're looking at your true wants and, as you say, your true needs and what it is that you need, when you're looking from within and you're going on a journey, you realize that these material things that are about and the idea of wearing the best clothes, the Armanis, the Louis Vuittons, and all these clothing, even though you may not be able to afford it, but you know it's not your size, so you buy for status, then are buying for comfortability financially and comfortability of wear and movement. So remember, you purchase these clothing and it's tight, it's rigid, it's not very comfortable. It's good quality, but it's very kind of like in prison. But when you look at the other aspect of getting clothing, which for example is looser fitting, may not be expensive but makes you feel right, those clothing, the other clothing which you bought which is expensive, makes you feel good and projects an image to people of that you have money, knowing that once you purchase all this money or purchase these clothing, that there is not much money in the bank in order for you to survive on a day-to-day basis and have the little treats that you also wanted, like going out for the day and traveling and going to your meditation classes or going socializing with friends, because your focus is upon about projecting an image in order for other people to see you in a different light. That's what the mind wants to produce. When I constantly say, look within, it's a journey of enlightenment and goal setting, if you want to call it that, in order to have peace within yourself. Now, we can't always have peace. I know that we can't always live in a state of peace, but it's about finding an element of normality. When I started on my journey of being an interfaith minister, and I really debated upon, do I go off and do counseling? Do I go off and do coaching? Though despite I'm a counselor, do I take my knowledge, my experience, or my education further within that. So I meditated on it, and I meditated and I meditated, and I was asking and I asked and I was asking and I was asking. And in the meantime, I was building Karnak, and I was out doing readings, doing healings and so on. But though I love doing those things, my soul, the need was not there. I love it, and the need is there, and I love the work that I do because it's all a part of what I do. But there's an undercurrent. It's like the next step up, the next step forward. And this journey was set out years ago. I've told me years ago, good 20 odd years ago, about this moment, about this journey that I'm embarking on. And it's a fear that is there, which is the mind. Not am I going to achieve it. As I begin to start going down this journey, I know people are beginning to find out, and I'm telling people, and my fiance is telling people. And I gauge their reaction, and I'm constantly within myself going, what they want to do, what they think I should do, and what I'm doing now is immaterial to what I want to do. Again, first of all, this is a God-given direction, and it being a career choice, that's acceptable for other people to understand this journey. But myself and my fiance know this isn't a career choice. This is a choice, a journey choice. This is about why I've been sent, why I've been brought down here, and why I'm doing this book and this path. But in order for people to totally understand about what and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and people saying, you're not enjoying what you're doing, the job that you're doing now, and I love the job that I do now. It's very similar to the job I want to do, or the role I want to be. But I need to give more. And I need to give more because there is a need inside me that there's something bigger there. And I was always never one to just sit and listen to my mind to be safe in the things that I do. My journey's always been vast and if you want to call it hilly, but the mind has always been trying to have this conflict with me. You know, is this not right? You sure you want to do this? You know, you should, don't tell this person, don't tell that person. And the mind's constantly niggling away in the back in my mind. And I'm going, no. I go into self and I go, I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of where I'm going. And that's what you need to do. You need to, first of all, find out what it is that you need to do within your journey, because your journey is your journey, not nobody else's. And they would never really understand what your journey is about. And I would remember working with someone, and they said to me, let me just tell you a story. Let me just tell you a story about this person. They said to me, I really love this person and I want them back in my life because, that's why I said, what happened? Why did they leave you? Why are you not together? Well, they said that I've changed. They've changed, not me. They've changed, as in, they said I've changed, which is them. And I said, what do you mean you've changed? And the partner said that they've changed. They said that their partner's changed and that they cannot really understand where they're going and what they want to see in them. Now I goes, so they're telling you that you've changed and they can't understand the path that you're walking. I said, yeah. Well, it's one of two things, actually one of three things. First, is it them that's changed? Or two, is it that you've changed and you're going down a path they don't understand and they're feeling isolated and lost? Or three, is it just them having a cop out in a way and they're just trying to find an excuse? And he said to me, well, no, it's just come out of the blue. And I think it's just they don't really understand because I've got a new job now and I'm beginning to start traveling, and I goes, can I just ask you one question? And they said, yeah. Do you love what you do? Yeah, of course, without a doubt. Okay, so this person's telling you that you've changed because since you've got this new job or whatever you're doing now, you've changed within yourself. And they said, yeah. Do you love this person? Yeah, I do. And they go, so I said, okay, within yourself, with your heart, hand on heart, what is it that you want? I want them back. And I also want them to understand what I'm doing. So I posed a question and said, say if they don't understand what I'm doing, but I want them to, you can't change that person. It's like them saying they're trying to change you down that journey that you're going. The mind is trying to tell you that you want them to be like you, and it doesn't work that way. So I said to them, well, if they don't want to follow you or be with you, maybe their season time in your life is gone, and maybe it's time for you to move on and find something bigger and better. And I said, but I want them. Right. So, one more question I'm going to ask you, I said. And they said, yeah. I said that if you went on a journey with this new life you're leading and you found somebody or something that brings you peace, ultimate peace, love and caring, and they're always there and understanding and supportive, and they kind of in a way put you first and they're wanting to build a life moving forward, how would that make you feel? Is that what you want? Yeah, without a doubt. Yes, okay. But this person is not going down that path, are they? Because have you addressed that with them? Yeah, I have. And they said, yeah, that's what they want, but I don't want it yet, just yet. So, but you're going down that journey and they're not. But I want it with them. Right. That's the second time you've said, I want it with them. Your mind is taking control of your emotions. You need to look at what is important, whether you want to sacrifice your happiness and your future happiness to be with this person and remain the same, or you sacrifice yourself in a way to understand that your journey that God has put you on to find, and he will replace this person with the right one who will give you all those, and if not more, because you've shown to God that you love and this is what you want and you want to serve him, and so on and so forth. And they go, well, can't I have a bit of both? I said, no. And I said, you may be lucky, and when you're going on a journey, they change. And as I said, that just like a butterfly, you need to let them go. And if they come back to you, then you know they're truly meant to be. So she said, I feel like I'm being held being held hostage. Now, that's a powerful statement. I said, what's the hostage? Why do you say why do you feel that you've been held hostage? And who is the person and who is the person or the thing or the situation that's keeping you hostage? Then she said, I feel this situation's keeping me hostage because of this person. So take the thing out. It's this person's holding you hostage. But take that out, you're placing blame. No one can hold you hostage because no one's physically holding you hostage. You're holding you at ransom with your emotions, but you're allowing that to be, because you're allowing it to affect you, and you need to let that go. And once you let that go, no one should have that power over you to let them control you in that way. Any person I've dated or I've been in a relationship with, and especially my fiance, I've always said, you know what, you crack on, you do what you want to do. It's your life. Whatever makes you happy, I'm happy, and that is how I am and how it's always been. So it comes as a surprise sometimes in the past where exes have said, you never let me do anything you want, you've never supported me with this. Well, that's quite the opposite, because that's my holy commandments is up there. That's immaterial to this situation. But again, it goes back to them wanting you to be in their actual state, and them keeping you imprisoned in their brain freeze, so to speak. But your journey is different to theirs. It may be for the fact is that as you're going along your journey, that you are going this way and they're going that way. Maybe you may meet eventually down the line, but you can't hold your hat or hold on for that, because you need to be open and aware that you are going on another journey, and that other journey is about the brain, is about the emotions, is about you overcoming the brain and the consciousness and and listen to the unconscious to find that inner peace and that inner glow. Because by and largely, that's what you're here for. You don't need people who are holding onto your legs and dragging it, because life is hard enough to climb up the hill, but yet life is also beautiful enough to celebrate it with people who like to celebrate life, and not celebrate it with a negative person who constantly complains about life. Now, if you're going to a party and the celebrations with you, and you're the one who is the host, this party's been held in your honor, would you take a negative person with you? No, you wouldn't. It's different if they're nearly cheering up, but really you'd want to go there because it's your night and this is your life. You need to look at everything you do it's your life, it's your party. And no one should dictate and tell you what way you should go. They can support you and guide you and enhance you. This is what your partner's there for, or people are there for, but they shouldn't have the ability to turn and say, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and you owe me. So the brain is almost like a vice. When you have something you want to achieve, it will go and try and clamp it and take ownership, and almost go, no, it's not working. And when you achieve it, it'll be the first one to be the first one to hold you back, but it'll be the first one to celebrate when you've done it. You go, no, it weren't me, it was my brother who said that, but reality, it was the brain that's trying to keep it. Now, if you can have the heart and brain working together, it's a powerful tool, because having them in unison, knowing that the heart sends off more electricity than the brain does, it's a powerful tool to link them together, especially through manifestation and manifesting things. But only you can do that. Only you can grab that pen, grab that bit of paper, and take that pen and write out what you want in life. And then following it through without people trying to change it to suit their story. So I'm going to end it there, and remember that you are a magical being full of light and love, and your brain, this body, is just an asset to what that creation is. And as you build and you grow along your journey, you will find that peace, as long as you, as I said, you look within and unpick the challenges you may face. When you're going along a journey, any type of journey, especially a journey of your own self-discovery, because your own self-discovery you can talk to people about and they can give advice about their journey, but the reality is you are the best at your own journey, and you can reflect with other people. But I leave it there, and I just want to say, like, share and subscribe, pass this on, share it, any comments leave below, and I'll see you in the next video, and you stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.